came here today just to tell the truth, so hopefully we can get down to the bottom of this. I'm 100%, the charges against me are 100% false, and hopefully due to time, we'll start to see that.
Individuals allegedly included high-ranking supervisors in the business, personal assistants, security staff, and household staff.
The whispers surrounding Kim Porter's untimely death have intensified, evolving from mere gossip to a full-blown storm implicating major names in the music industry. Recently, Jay-Z has been linked to the conspiracy, shocking fans and raising questions about how someone like him could be tied to such a mystery. As the details unfold, the connection between Jay-Z and Diddy's alleged crimes has left many stunned. Secrets, betrayals, and jaw-dropping revelations are coming to light, threatening to unravel the legacies of legendary figures. Let's dive into this tangled web and explore the shocking developments surrounding Kim Porter's death.
Well, Kim Porter, that is Diddy's ex, who's also the mother of his 3 of his children.
Right.
Has detailed the alleged abuse that she suffered at his hands.
Oh, no.
And this is all in a memoir.
Kim Porter passed away in 2018, with the official cause reported as a severe health complication. However, from the start, there were inconsistencies in the story that raised suspicion among those who knew her. Friends and family described her as vibrant and healthy, far from someone who would suddenly succumb to such a fate. Whispers of foul play began almost immediately, especially due to her long and tumultuous relationship with Sean Diddy Combs. With Diddy now facing federal charges and a mountain of lawsuits, new evidence has emerged suggesting that Porter's death may not have been as straightforward as initially believed. This is where Jay-Z reportedly enters the picture. Before diving into his alleged involvement, let's revisit the oddities surrounding Kim's case. For starters, her autopsy results were delayed, which raised questions among her loved ones and the public. Initially, officials deferred the cause, later attributing her death to a severe respiratory condition. Despite the official report, doubts persisted. Friends and family revealed that Porter had expressed concerns for her safety in the weeks leading up to her death, with rumors circulating that she had confided in certain people about sensitive information regarding Diddy.
Now, to the latest on the arrest of Sean Diddy Combs. This one has so many people talking. The disgraced music mogul facing federal racketeering, conspiracy, and trafficking charges. Both the prosecution and defense teams are set to discuss the next phase of action following the indictment, as investigators work to determine potential co-conspirators. But how exactly did we get here?
Fast forward to today, and the FBI's investigation into Diddy's alleged criminal activities has uncovered explosive details. Insiders reveal that authorities have seized communications and documents implicating Diddy, while also drawing a direct link to Jay-Z. These documents suggest that Jay-Z played a key role in covering up evidence related to Porter's final days. But why would Jay-Z, with his own empire to protect, get involved in such a risky game? The answer, insiders believe, might lie in Diddy's notorious ability to hold leverage over those close to him. For years, whispers have circulated about Diddy's talent for collecting secrets through surveillance, private conversations, and other means. Allegedly, he's built a vault of compromising information on influential people in the industry. Could Jay-Z have been forced into cooperation, fearing his own skeletons might be exposed? This theory is gaining traction as more details from the FBI investigation emerge.
Hey, real quickly, all that commissary stuff, he's not getting any of that because people in the shoe have an abbreviated list. So he's out of luck. No stake for him. Yeah, he is on suicide watch. This guy thought he would have went home. All of a sudden, he didn't get bond. Remember, the first night that he was there, he was like an overnight guest.
One piece of evidence that has reportedly caught the attention of investigators is a series of encrypted messages exchanged between Jay-Z and Diddy around the time of Kim Porter's passing. According to sources close to the investigation, these messages suggest that Jay-Z may have played a role in strategizing how to suppress crucial details from coming to light. Whether motivated by loyalty, coercion, or something else, the implications of these messages are damning. It doesn't stop there. There are also claims that Jay-Z assisted Diddy in disposing of or hiding physical evidence that could have linked him to any wrongdoing. While the specifics of this alleged evidence remain unclear, sources suggest it could range from incriminating documents to items connected directly to Porter's residence. If these claims are true, It would represent an unprecedented level of involvement from someone who has largely managed to avoid major scandals. What makes the situation even murkier is the claim that Jay-Z's involvement may not have been entirely voluntary. Insiders speculate that Diddy may have leveraged knowledge of Jay-Z's past to secure his compliance. Some sources even allege that Diddy possesses damaging information about Jay-Z's financial dealings or personal indiscretions, secrets Jay-Z would do anything to keep hidden. If this is true, it paints a picture of a man caught between protecting his reputation and safeguarding his freedom. The broader implications of these revelations are significant. If Jay-Z is found to have obstructed justice or covered up evidence, it could destroy his carefully curated public image. For decades, he has been seen as the epitome of success and a self-made billionaire with a clean brand. But these allegations could tarnish his legacy beyond repair.
A U.S. judge has ruled that the rapper and producer Sean Diddy Combs will stand trial on federal trafficking and racketeering charges in May. He'll be held in prison until then. Sean Combs has pleaded not guilty to charges that he used his business empire to transport women and male workers across state lines to take part in recorded sexual performances. If convicted, he could face a life sentence.
Adding fuel to the fire, a confidential source close to the investigation has suggested that the FBI may offer Jay-Z a deal, cooperate and provide evidence against Diddy, or face the full weight of the law. It's a high-stakes gamble, forcing Jay-Z to choose between loyalty to a longtime friend and his own survival. With the severity of the allegations against Diddy, the stakes couldn't be higher. One of the most chilling aspects of this saga is how it reflects a broader pattern of fear and control within Diddy's circle. Over the years, numerous individuals have shared stories of intimidation and manipulation at the hands of the music mogul. From former employees to industry insiders, the image that emerges is of a man who used his power to enforce silence and compliance. If Jay-Z was truly coerced, it highlights the far-reaching and insidious nature of Diddy's control.
This investigation is ongoing, and I encourage anyone with information about this case to come forward and to do it quickly.
The FBI's ongoing investigation and the legal battles unfolding hint that the full truth behind Kim Porter's passing may never be fully revealed. With Jay-Z caught in the crossfire, questions loom about whether he will cooperate with authorities or risk severing ties with Diddy. Will he choose to clear his name, even if it means facing prison time, or will he stand firm and fight back against the charges? These questions remain unanswered, but they have sparked a firestorm within the entertainment world. As Jay-Z's next moves are scrutinized by everyone, investigators, the media, and even his closest allies, the stakes continue to rise. His attempt to distance himself from Diddy has only complicated matters, dragging him deeper into a legal storm that threatens to consume him. The pressure is mounting, and his actions may determine the course of the investigation. Meanwhile, celebrity lawyer Tony Busby, a key player in the case, is showing no signs of backing down. He has publicly called out inconsistencies in Jay-Z's statements, portraying him as a man desperate to avoid the fallout from a scandal that has already shaken the entertainment world. As the drama unfolds, it becomes clear that Jay-Z's future, along with his relationship with Diddy, hangs in the balance, and the world is waiting to see which path he will take.
I understand that he has a shrink coming by his cell to see him several times a day. And now there's talk about putting him in, it's like a bubble. It's like a cell that has like a plexiglass wall in it where they have inmates watching you. That's actually their job, to keep an eye on the inmates that are on suicide watch.
Jay-Z's attempt to distance himself from Diddy has been subtle, almost like he's trying to slip out unnoticed. Publicly, he's kept quiet, issuing carefully crafted denials through his legal team. Behind the scenes, however, sources say he's been scrambling to sever ties with Diddy discreetly. But let's face it, when you're Jay-Z, nothing stays under the radar. Every move, every statement, is scrutinized, especially now. The more he tries to distance himself, the more questions arise about what he's trying to hide. According to insiders, Jay-Z's legal team is working overtime to portray him as an innocent bystander caught in someone else's mess. But celebrity lawyer Tony Busby isn't buying it. He's been relentless in his pursuit of answers and has publicly criticized Jay-Z's legal tactics. Busby accused Jay-Z of attempting to intimidate his clients and manipulate the narrative to avoid accountability. Known for taking on high-profile cases, Busby's reputation precedes him. He's faced off with some of the biggest names in sports, entertainment, and politics, and his approach to celebrity scandals is well established. As the case heats up, it's clear that Jay-Z's strategy may not be as effective as he hoped.
This is very significant, just from who we associate Diddy being and everything we've seen him do over the decades. Like you said, this is quite the downfall to go from, I mean, we saw the mansions back in March that were raided by the feds. So to go from living in those mansions to being in a jail cell right now, I think it really underscores the magnitude of what he's facing and the weight of the federal government.
Jay-Z isn't backing down from the accusations. His legal team has fired back, accusing Tony Busby of prioritizing headlines over truth. They've criticized his rush to file lawsuits without proper investigation, calling his tactics reckless and damaging. While this legal back and forth may seem like standard posturing, the stakes are anything but ordinary for Jay-Z. It's not just about clearing his name, it's about protecting his legacy, business empire, and everything he's built over decades.
Her civil lawsuit, Cassie said that she was the victim of abuse, sexual assault, and at the hands of Diddy.
Things are taking a dramatic turn in the case. Sources close to the investigation claim the FBI is considering offering Jay-Z a deal, cooperate with the probe into Diddy's alleged crimes and provide key information, or face potential charges himself. It's a high-stakes gamble that puts Jay-Z in an impossible position. On one hand, cooperating would mean turning on a longtime friend and ally, someone he's shared stages, deals, and history with. On the other hand, refusing could place him at the center of a federal investigation, with all the legal and personal fallout. This isn't the first time Jay-Z's name has been linked to controversies tied to Diddy. Rumors have swirled for years about their complicated relationship, with some insiders suggesting their public friendship hides a deeper rivalry. From business disputes to whispers of personal betrayals, their bond has reportedly been built on mutual respect and unspoken tension. Could this scandal be the tipping point that unravels their decades-long partnership? And if so, what other secrets might come to light?
It's to be expected, just the shock of this and the questions about what is ahead of us. I mean, how long is he going to be in custody? Is this an R. Kelly situation? Is he going to not get out for a number of years? Is he going to end up serving a long-term prison sentence from this? Or does he have a chance of beating these charges at a trial that could come, within the next 2 years?
The pressure is mounting as industry insiders speculate that more high-profile figures may be implicated if Jay-Z cooperates with authorities. The entertainment world is abuzz with theories about who else may have been aware of Diddy's alleged activities and who quietly protected him. If Jay-Z decides to speak out, it could trigger a domino effect, pulling even more A-listers into the spotlight. This looming possibility has left Hollywood and the music industry on edge, bracing for one of the biggest reckonings in pop culture history. Adding to the complexity is the role of Diddy's family, or rather, their absence. As allegations against him continue to mount, even his closest relatives seem to be distancing themselves. However, his mother, Janice Combs, remains one of his few vocal defenders. In a statement through her lawyers, Janice described the situation as a public lynching, insisting her son is not the monster the media has portrayed him to be. While she acknowledged his flaws, particularly in reference to his past with ex-girlfriend Cassie, Janice remains resolute in her support, urging the public to withhold judgment until all facts are revealed.
So remember when I said Diddy mother might be the originator of the freak-offs? Mm-hmm. All right, so apparently tomorrow there's the Peacock is dropping the Diddy documentary. It's called Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy, and the doc gets into Diddy's childhood and his experience growing up in connection to the lawsuit and all allegations he's currently facing.
Janice's defensive stance regarding her son Diddy's alleged actions has sparked fresh questions. Some wonder how much she knew about his activities and whether she played a role in enabling them. Stories of her wild parties during Diddy's childhood have resurfaced, portraying a household where boundaries were often blurred. While these claims remain unverified, they add another layer of intrigue to an already complicated situation. Could Janice's past offer insight into Diddy's present? Meanwhile, Diddy's empire is collapsing. His loyal allies are leaving, lawsuits are piling up, and his reputation is in ruins. Even his children are reportedly distancing themselves, struggling to reconcile the father they knew with the man now accused of terrible acts. This dramatic turn of events for a once unshakable family raises the question, is Diddy's downfall solely his fault, or is he the product of a toxic system that enabled his behavior for too long?
We are not done, and that Combs did not do this alone. Do you foresee that there could be other charges related to this case?
I'm not taking anything off the table.
The allegations against Diddy, along with Jay-Z's alleged involvement, have ignited a wider cultural debate on accountability within the entertainment industry. For years, power and influence have shielded major figures in music and film from facing consequences for their actions. However, as more victims speak out and secrets are exposed, it's becoming evident that the tide is shifting. The question now is whether this moment will lead to real change or simply fade as another scandal once the headlines die down. Jay-Z's next moves are crucial. Will he cooperate with investigators, risking his relationship with Diddy, or will he stand firm despite potential legal repercussions? The stakes are incredibly high, and the world will be watching. With Tony Busby still on the offensive, it's clear this story is far from over.
Well, certainly there's a lot of information that needs to be substantiated, investigated, and those kinds of things. But when we look at people who become offenders, we oftentimes see early exposure to sexuality, whether that's pornography or actual behavior. And we oftentimes see that within the family.
As Jay-Z fights to clear his name, Diddy's legal battles are just beginning. Lawsuits, criminal charges, and public scrutiny are all converging into what could be one of the most dramatic trials in recent memory. The fallout will extend far beyond the courtroom, raising questions about the future of the music industry. How will fans reconcile the art they've loved with the actions of its creators? And most crucially, will justice truly be served?
Some people do think that Diddy can help him, but this guy's going to be locked up forever. His case will probably take at least 3 years to litigate. He'll stay at MDC. There's rumors that he wants to go to Essex County Jail in New Jersey because he doesn't like MDC. He's a Marshals inmate. There's no way they're going to transfer him back and forth, I don't know, several times a week.
Do you think Jay-Z is trying to protect himself, or is he just another victim of Diddy's alleged schemes? And what about Diddy's mother? How deep is her involvement? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on this explosive story. Stay curious and stay tuned, because this saga is far from over.